Welcome back for our second Big Fish, Little Fish on a Friday. Craig Thompson, Cambridge tonight. Good to see them getting a Friday night. I reckon the best horse racing there tonight, Craig, is Lady Cherokee. But what do you make of her from a wide draw? Because if she can overcome it, the bookies are giving you a chance.
Oh, she's a very good mare. Any horse that can win 4 from 5, Michael, is a serious racehorse. And normally she doesn't win it the easy way. She's either having to sit parked out or be 3 wide in her races to do that. Obviously chasing that penalty-free win. Young Alicia Harrison takes the drive. She's driving very well. I have no knocks on her, Michael. The only probably knock I do have is it is 2,700 metres and there's plenty of gate speed in this race. The likes of Little Miss Perfect and Young Conqueror can get off the gate. So I think if she's going to win this race, she may have to win it doing it the hard way.
Yeah, I thought she was the best horse at the meeting, so the $4 I was comfortable with. I thought that's a fair price for a horse like her looking for a penalty-free win, and she has been good enough to beat better fields than this. She was the one horse who really interested me the second I saw the fields. The other horse who I grew to over the week, Craig, was Revitalise in one of the earlier races. Was just okay last week at Alexandra Park, but it was a 53.9 mile. There's no 53.9 milers here.
No, he really falls in the right race, doesn't he? Of course, he was formerly trained the South Island with Nathan Williamson. Butterworth Racing Syndicate own him now, and he's been at Ray Green's probably, I reckon, for a couple of months now. He's had 3 or 4 starts. Seems to go a little bit better left-handed than right, Michael, so I agree with you. I think he gets his chance. There's not a lot of depth in this race. Put it this way, if he couldn't win this race tonight, you'd be very worried where you're going to place him to win his next race. So $4, probably a fair price about him.
Craig, there's a word for that. It's called Manawatu. If you can't win here tonight, he'll be going to Manawatu.
I haven't seen too many Butterworth horses end up at Manawatu, Michael. They tend to either be exported very quickly before they get there.
I'm thinking you may not be a Butterworth horse if you can't win tonight either. Mate, what do you like tonight at Cambridge? As I said, it's all about building the bank for Tuesday. Help us out, will you?
Yeah, I think Delson's a really good bet earlier on the trot, Michael. I mean, he's 45 off a handicap, but he was 40 over 2,200, and he got within a nose of winning last start, and that was his first run for an awful long time. So you expect over the longer trip and more of a chance to get into the race. I thought he was pretty well placed. He's around $3. The roughie on the day, and I don't really want to tip this horse because I can't remember the last time it won a race. I reckon it would be 2 years ago. But Fleeting Grin falls into the right race tonight. He's a horse that's gone around.
I agree with you. I backed him for a place when he ran third 2 starts ago. I like him on the marker pegs, though, Craig. But I also like him in races where he can follow the speed.
Well, I think the key to him, Michael, is he hasn't got a 28-27 quarter in him. But being 2,700 metres, they'll tend to run even quarters here, and he'll be plodding on better than the rest. And I just like the $12 to $13 about him in a race where Express Play's a favourite coming out of an amateur driver's race. It's just a race where if he's ever going to get back into form, he's won $100,000 and he's won 9 races. He's been racing up against the rating 60s. He's now falling into a 40 to 47. Every dog has its day. Maybe it's Fleeting Grin's day.
Yeah, I thought there was a couple of roughies available. I thought Isaac H actually had a chance tonight. It's not a very strong field for it either, but yeah, I think it's a night where you don't want to be betting every race. That's not for me tonight, Craig, but I do think there's a nice chance to build the bank. If someone was to ring you this afternoon, Craig, and said, I want to have one bet at Cambridge tonight, what would it be?
Ember. Right. I thought she was very well placed. Barrier 1, $4. She was, because Delson's so short at 280, he's off a handicap. I thought she either had to lead or trail from her draw, Michael. I thought she's been fantastic. She's drawn 8, 8, 8, and 12 in her last 4 starts, and has gone round and run third in each one of them, having to sit 3 wide and park. Surely you can't get that from Barrier 1 tonight. So I just thought $4, I'd be quite happy to take that.
Mate, for people who are looking ahead to Tuesday, and of course the harness racing month, which is going to be huge, what's your website address again? And say it nice and slowly so people watching this can write it down, because on Tuesday, Big Fish, they're going to find a use for you.
Yeah, mate, walesharness.co.nz. So that's walesharness.co.nz for the website. That's a subscription service. So that gives you a video podcast like we are doing with Big Fish, Little Fish, but it is a selection podcast, and it'll cover all races harness-wise throughout the country for that month that you subscribe. Or if you just want to ring for one meeting, mate, the old 0900 number, if you just got to have one bet on the Cup day and you think, listen, I'm only a one-day man, maybe that's the way to go. You don't have to spend too much. And 0900 999 is the play.
Good on you, brother. I'm sure it's going to be busy over the next month, particularly the next week. We'll be back over the weekend again. We're just trying to build a bank for Tuesday.